Good morning, all of you. Myself, Kirti Mamunkar. My today's topic is SCM process. SCM stands for Software Configuration Management. Here, some software configuration management objectives are: first is configuration identification. Here, we have to identify the objects which present in your system. Second is change control. Third is version control, configuration authentication, and the status reporting. Now these are some questions. Whenever you answer these questions, it leads to software configuration management task. First is, how does the software team identify the software configuration atoms? Second question, how does software team controls the change? Third, how does software team manage the version control? Question number 4 is, how get the software team is ensured the changes are made successfully or not, and who is responsible for approving the changes? Now first, identification of configuration. Here first we have to identify basic uh, objects in your system which is named and described. So because of these objects must be arranged using object oriented approach. There are two categories of object. First is basic object and second is aggregate object. Basic objects are derived from the basic requirement of software. For example, source code. An aggregate function is a collection of basic objects. For example, SRS or data model. So each objects are unique identification among collection of objects because of they having some proper description and the attributes. So for objects, each object having it has name. The name is nothing but the collection of string which is uniquely identify the objects among the cluster of objects. Second is description, which is store the information related to that object in database. Third is the list of resources. Fourth is authentication. So because of these objects is uniquely identified among the cluster of objects. Now second task of SCM process is change control. So this is a process for change control. Here first, the first phase is nothing but the change need. If whenever changes occur, first is we have to create a request for a change. Now developer evaluates the change and generate a report. And decision by CCA. CCA is nothing but change control authority. If they are take decision, if the changes are not necessary, so denied the change request, and now we have to intimate to user the request is not submitted or not accepted. But if the decision by CCA is positive, then the change request is accepted and ECO is generated. ECO is nothing but engineer change order. Now the whatever changes are there, we have to assign to individuals to the configure objects for implementation purpose. Now we have to check out the configuration objects in database and we have to do the needfuls. Now next phase is we have to make the changes and review in a database. Next step is we have to check the object has been implemented or not, and according to that we have to again change a database. Now whenever we have to make all the changes, now we have to perform SQA. SQA is nothing but software quality assurance, means whenever we have to implement successfully, but we have to assure about the quality of that particular object, we have to assure. Now we have to do the testing. Now all changes are done successfully. The next move for we have to release the version and rebuild appropriate version. Now we are ready for distribute that version to your users. This is all about your change control. Now next task of your SCM is version control. The third process task of SCM is version control. The version is nothing but the instance of software which is uniquely identify functionality to other way among that versions. So this graph shows the version numbering. Fourth steps or phase of your software configuration management is configuration authentication. In software authentication, they are having two sub steps. First is FTR and second is configuration audit. In these steps, FTR, some technical people are come together and review for the changes made by you. Now in fifth, this is nothing but status reporting. In status reporting, you are most focusing on communication of changes. Now we have to see the different questions. What did happen? Who did happen? When did it happen? And when others will be affected by these changes. This is overall about SCM process. Thank you.